Tell me your name.
My name is James Carroll.
And your age?
I'm 22 years old.
Okay. When did you know you were interested in acting or part of the film industry?
Well, it started pretty young. I loved movies for, years. I think one of the big things that drew me to wanting to do it was when I saw, well, first it was actually Forrest Gump. That was like 94, that era. There was like a nice list of movies that just came out. And that was the first one that actually kind of exposed a lot of stuff to the film business.
Mm-hmm.
It exposed, that you could do limitless stuff, And then over time, I started watching more and more. I loved movies when I was a kid, like Back to the Future was an awesome movie. And, a lot of the, cinematography and, the way people did stuff, it really showed that you can kind of build like a vast world just on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And over time I started watching movies like Quentin Tarantino and Pulp Fiction and others, and I knew that this was definitely something I wanted to get into.
Cool. All right. Describe your current lifestyle, just a little background.
Well, like as in work history or just whatever?
Sure, just your day-to-day.
All right, well...
Let them know something about you.
Okay. Well, I've been in and out of school since I graduated high school. I went to Tri-C for a little bit, which is a community college over here in Cleveland. And I went there for advertising and graphic design, and I got an associate's degree. And after a while, when I moved on to the next 4 years to get the 4-year degree, I started seeing that you were going to be doing a lot of work for the school that really you didn't get any credit for.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of bugged me a little bit. So I decided, well, I know a lot of this stuff. I've been doing it since, 6th grade when I started doing GeoCities websites and stuff. So I knew if I move on, I could try doing it by myself and, see what happens. And I got into the wrestling world, like pro wrestling and the independent scenes. And I noticed a lot of opportunities in there because they need cameramen, they need, set up magic, the magic of a wrestling setup, like the sound effects and all that stuff. There's this whole big world that was there. So I knew that if I kind of went in that direction, I'd kind of, get a nice scene of what, the world of entertainment is. And that was, I thought, the best way to do it, and it was the easiest way I could do it. So I worked and did websites for a couple companies out there. One being owned by a porn girl, Jasmine St. Clair, who taught me a ton of things about the sense of on film acting for women. I mean, it was a serious.
She taught me.
No. She gave me the ideas.
Tips.
She knew that when I was young. She knew that I was a very young.
Inexperienced?
Well, it wasn't experienced, but it was more. I was a young person that, she could see.
Helping.
Yeah, helping in some way. A lot of people that I've worked for, I've luckily had the ability to win them over. I've had the ability to be the guy that they're like, yeah, that's like a definite protege. So.
It's because you're very driven. I've noticed since you've been here. So
Yeah.
You don't miss a class.
Yeah. All right, here's a fun one. Tell us one of your most embarrassing moments, and it's got to be good.
My most embarrassing moments. Well, let's see. We can make a whole documentary on my embarrassing moments. But let's see, what's my most? Well, I've had many occasions with the strip poker. That's been fun. Those have been, I don't know if they're necessarily embarrassing, but other people, I guess, can kind of say some embarrassing stuff there. But been nude, in front of people.
Yeah.
But let's see, what's my most? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I've never really been embarrassed about anything I've done.
Yeah, I can see that. You're just kind of who you are.
I mean, it's everything I've done. If it felt embarrassing at the moment, I have this way of looking at things that, it might be an embarrassing moment, but 10 days later, that moment happened and
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So,
All right, 2 more. Describe your personality in 3 words.
well, I'm a total prick, as you all know. I don't get along with anybody. No. But I don't know. I think I'm a likable person. I don't think I have that big of an ego, but I like to speak a little bit of my mind because
These were 3 words.
oh, it was that. Here was one. My bad. Nice, outgoing,
Talkative.
Okay.
All right, one last one. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Where do I get my inspiration from? Well, a lot of it has to do with what I see. I mean, the world is definitely the biggest inspiration because films to me are just reenacting a real life thing, and the only cool thing about a movie is you can make the worst moment of your life better. You can, if you trip on a crack and you wish you never did that in a movie, you can just do scene 2, and you don't trip. So that kind of gives you a little bit of playing God, but I don't want to be God, but it gives you that little bit of a drive to make things a little bit more perfect that sometimes you mess up on.
Cool. All right, say your name again, please.
My name is James Carroll.
Say hi to Jackson.
Hi, Jackson.
Jackson. I'm kidding. Hi, Jackson.
Jessica, can you please sit down and we'll do your questions?
He knows me too good.